guess what? As usual, I filmed this part a while ago. And as usual, there were technical difficulties, so right now this is a voiceover. But pretty much, I'm just showing you that I'm moving into the outside portion of Phoenix Drop High 2.0, and I'm going to start with fixing up this road here so it can actually connect properly. So there's that road, and now we're going to get rid of this, and we're going to make a parking lot right about here. I just copied the original Phoenix Drop parking lot for right now, and then we're going to turn this into an intersection, which was pretty simple. And then we definitely need to make this triangular section into more parking, considering that the school is massive. And then I'm going to need to do some parking on this side as well, so I'm going to do that really quick. So I also did some pathway planning for getting from the far parking lots to the school and for like eating lunch and walks and stuff. And I'm probably going to do that over here in that empty grass spot as well with some more trees. And I also changed the original handicap parking here to be closer, to which I discovered that this is where the emergency vehicles would need to pull up to the school. So the way that this original parking was is not going to allow that to happen without completely removing the fountains altogether. So I was thinking we could use this road for buses and emergency only, and then the emergency vehicles can come through here. I'll have to rework this a little bit and remove the alone bus here. And then they can pull up to the front and then circle around here. I'll redo the fountains somehow, and then they can exit. So I'm going to go ahead and do these paths. There we go. And I'll do some more landscaping with that later. And now I'm going to do the same thing with this area over here. And we will finally be leaving the voiceover era. Okay, so I finished this area. I turned it into a little park thingy with pathways, and then I realized that it actually is going to be able to double as a park for the school and a park for the neighborhoods that I'm going to place in over here in this two areas. And probably back there too. I also discovered that when I copied and pasted the mountains over, or the first half of the mountains, it definitely destroyed this. So I'm going to have to go to a different version of the Lapiz Point map and copy and paste this back in. And then this area of the trees here, I had at some point, I think, mentioned, or somebody in my Discord had mentioned, like a greenhouse or gardens, or I don't remember how that idea came about. But we're going to put a greenhouse, I think, right here in this little area, and then this can be like, I don't know what I want to make this, but I'm kind of feeling like this could be where the sheds go for the agriculture part of the school. So and then I'll probably put some paths like through here and some benches or hangout spots or whatever. And then I just kind of made this 2-3 random little paths through this area because it looks so boring compared to the rest of them. So I just did that. That's probably not going to stay like that, the center part. I just kind of whipped it up last minute. Oh no, it's raining. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and work on this. So I think I'm just going to have to get rid of these two fountains, like the squarish aspect, rectangular aspect to them. And I'm wondering if maybe I do a fountain in the middle here, and then at the top of the center of it, kind of like over here, I can put the flagpole in the center. Or we do a fountain right here in this little area. Wait, that's kind of cute. And then we can leave the flagpole in the center. That way, this is still original Phoenix Drop High, because I am changing a lot. The only thing that's still original is this without the path, and this parking lot for the most part, with the buses and then this parking lot. So I've changed the paths here. Actually, there wasn't even paths here to begin with. I've changed that, and I've changed some of the porch. And I'm going to be changing this area to get rid of these. So I still want to have a fountain, but I think we don't change the flagpole here. We want it to be roughly this. You know, I should also center this. It's not centered when they built it. So I'm going to center it. Okay, so I was able to make this centered here. I just had to elongate it on this side and this side. And then now the emergency vehicles can pull in from here, turn, and go here. But what I do need to do really quick is kind of get rid of this grass patch here so that it's easier for them to pull in. So I was just going to do a little something like this. Trying to keep that abnormal shape. And there we go. So now we have room for them to pull in. And then this fountain here, I am gonna probably change it. I think I might put, actually I can just do that really quick. I was just gonna put some water on top of this one. I don't remember if it was actually like that to begin with or not, to be honest, but I was just gonna do that. And then over here, I wanted to do that with this one, but also still have the flag. I did all four sides, but up higher, that's not too bad. That looks kind of fun. But now I'm kind of thinking it doesn't necessarily make sense for there to be a flag in that fountain. I would almost rather put the flag up here, but then there's already flags up there. But what I do know that I can do is I can change this. So I wanted this flag to be a different color. I wanted it to be the regular colors. So I was thinking we do this for the Phoenix Drop High colors. Ooh, wait, or we do this one up here actually, and then do this one here. Yes, like that. I like that. So that those colors match a bit better now. This originally was here just like this. It just sticks out and then ends right here. So I didn't want to change too much more than what I already did. So I went ahead and just put bike racks here. And then, what else did I do? I did something else. What did I do? So ignore this. This is my markings. Over here, this was the empty space that had nothing there. Well, it looked like this right here. So what I did was, I'm putting a tunnel in the mountain so that the road is not cut off and can still go through. So it is still kind of feeling like it's out in the middle of nowhere instead of mixed in with the city. I know that like right over there is a neighborhood, but I don't like all this empty space. So I went ahead and I copied a section of the neighborhood over there. And if I stand, like right about here, and I just click paste, give it a moment, and then we will have a lovely neighborhood right here. And then that immediately just made it like 10 times better. It's so nice. There's almost too many trees. For right now, I'm just going to go ahead and fill in the rest of this grassy area with more neighborhoods, and then also whatever is going on here. Put houses there too. Maybe some like gas stations or stores to kind of make it feel less like a neighborhood and more like a city around the city. Does that make sense? And then I have to landscape the crap out of this. So, because once I do that, there's going to be empty space right here. So I have to landscape that. And then I also have to do the greenhouse here. And then I have to landscape in there, make it less boring. Then landscape over there. And landscape here, maybe. Put some flowers, I don't know. Okay, a lot has transpired since that last little clip. I got a lot done here, so this little section of neighborhood, obviously, but then I did all of the little finer details, and then I copied and pasted in the rest of the houses. And if we follow the street here, it does, there's a road that meets back up with the school road, but then we also have a road back here with a little park that I just copied and pasted from over there. And then this kind of just ends. I'm still figuring this out, how I want this to work. I still need to do the greenhouse area and paths, and like I kind of want to make tennis courts in here, but as you can see, I did kind of build a wall. Don't quote me on that. I don't know, it's okay. It's okay. I've got this little entrance. This will be like the one of the ways to get into this inside yard, which looks really bad right now. But I did this wall because I wanted to not really be just open for everybody, but then honestly, I'm kind of thinking maybe it should just be like that, because I don't know. There's something off about it. It's kind of reminding me of a zoo. I don't know why. This park pretty much just needs some grass and a couple flowers, a little landscaping in it, and then it's good. And then we have this street here, which I redid. Actually, I redid all of the streets. I put stop signs in and lampposts in on all of the streets on this half over here. I'm not even going to worry about anything going over there yet, but I will do this too at some point, all the way back and over, because original Phoenix Drop High is over there. So I'm going to make it merge together. And speaking of merging that together, so I did the street names too. I made street names all the way back to Phoenix Drop High. Well, the other Phoenix Drop High, not my Phoenix Drop High. I do still need to redo these signs and just move them right here instead. But pretty much what I did was I looked up the Little Rock, Arkansas school that I'm merging with Afmau's version, and I found the relative location of that school and then put it in my mind where I built mine, and I kind of used the roads around it and named the roads based off of the actual road names on Google Maps here. I did not really want to use Phoenix Street or anything like that for this school, because this is my own version and it's supposed to be semi-realistic to the real version in real life. So I might do the whole Phoenix Street or Phoenix Drive with the actual Phoenix Drop High. I am going to be making some changes to that and update it on my Planet Minecraft listing post. I don't know what you call it. So Phoenix Drop High will be getting some little touch-ups if you would like to re-download that when I get that done. And then I did all of these lampposts, and then I did a second lamppost with benches. I haven't fully decorated. There's just a couple things that I'm decorating as I go along. And then I put the banners up here. This is just going to be the Phoenix Drop High kind of banner thing. I'm not going to actually put the logo on it. I explained this in my Phoenix Drop High series, that I feel like that's crossing a boundary. I feel like that is directly copywriting. I did learn you can't copyright Minecraft builds. Mojang could, but you as a person can't create something and then copyright that in Minecraft. But their logo that they did is not Minecraft. It's an actual logo, but because they have that on merch and stuff, and they made it represent Phoenix Drop High, which is a series, that is all copyrighted, so I'm not gonna even touch that. So that's going to be the school flag for both Phoenix Drop High over there and this Phoenix Drop High, which, by the way, if you come over here, I'm going to make a nice big sign right here, like this one for Phoenix Drop High, but it'll be bigger and it will say Phoenix Drop High Private Campus or something like that. So what I want to do is in my little realm here, in my little world here, I have Phoenix Drop High as the public school campus. That's how I'm imagining it. And then this one is the Phoenix Drop High private school campus. And then what else? Okay, I have these paths. I still need to go through and put the grass and flowers and landscaping in here too. And then aside from that and just doing stop signs and street names, all I have to do is put the second neighborhood in over here. And then in the background of all of that over here, I think I want to copy and paste a bunch of the landscape from the Metropolis map that Falcon Claw University was built on, and because it's really pretty environment, and I kind of want to just put that in the background so that this area just kind of makes a little bit more sense. Why is there just a random mountain here for no reason? Yeah, so, but we still have a lot to do in this one, so let us get this done right here. Alright. You can't see it very well, but I've got my mountains up in here, and man, did that take a really long time because I had to copy and paste it in different sections, so I had to do this one was already here, but the waterfall part right here, and then this part right here, and then this part, and then this part, because for some reason, it would crash when I tried to do just one whole half. So we're going to go over here and we're going to grab some neighborhoods and then we are going to copy and paste them in. I guess what I should do is take some measurements really quick. So that's kind of like my marker. And then what I need to do is probably extend this road out as well. So we need a neighborhood that is like 80 blocks wide. This might be a little bit of a problem. Oh my gosh, look. There's a skate park. Sorry, I was like eating something if you can hear it. So that's definitely going to have to be incorporated somewhere. I'll do those ones later. This is just kind of like the gist of it. And then let's put some houses right here. Like that. Only 2 of them though, because I'm not sure what else is going to go on right here. I think this honestly might just kind of curve that way, so. Alright, here we are with this neighborhood. It's going to be a big time skip because for some reason my footage got lost again, but we already saw this, and then we have what's going on here. Obviously, there's nothing in the back because I have not been able to get to that yet. That is a lot of copy and pasting. I also haven't gone through and done all the trees yet, but this is pretty much the neighborhood that I've got going on here. It's right behind the Capitol building. It's right next to Phoenix Drop High private campus, and the mountains are over there and everything. So yeah, I did go ahead and get this landscape so it doesn't look so straight. It looks a bit more natural now. Still might do some things in here, not sure. All the streets, I still need to label them, put the stop signs in and everything, but the video is getting long and this is taking a long time, so I'm trying to kind of move on with it here. So that will be some off-camera stuff. I did put the park in here with the skate park, which I said I was going to incorporate, so I did. And then there was this spot that I didn't like the building that was here, so I need to figure out what to do with this spot. I'm not really sure what to do. All these paths I went through and I landscaped, put some bushes in there that you can like sit down behind, put some flowers and some grass. I didn't want to go too crazy with it because I don't want to overdo everything, so I didn't want to really landscape it like I did with this. Did the grass and flowers over here as well. I did the flagpole in the middle of this with a bench. I felt like that looked better than it did before. Then I did the same thing over here. I wanted to keep this one still like kind of emptier, so I didn't put as much grass and flowers just around this area. I might go through and still do a little more with this. But I did this middle area here. And I put these slabs to kind of make it look a little bit more grand. And yeah, that's what we've got going on here. And then the last little things that I need to do to finish this up for the next episode, which I will do off camera, I won't be putting them in this episode, is the background. Over here, it's going to be all like mountainy and snowy and pretty and everything behind all of these houses. And it will go all the way over here. Yes, this goes for quite a ways. I also put some apartment / like condo style buildings in here, not just houses. So it's gonna go all the way in here, and this will be like the entrance to it. So I want to do like pathways through it a little bit, and a road. Like I want to do maybe like this is a road that goes through, because eventually I can put Emerald Secret in there, because it will be the same landscape as Emerald Secret, and it'll connect to this set of mountains, which is behind Phoenix Drop High, the original Phoenix Drop High. So this all kind of connects together to make one semi-campus of sorts. So over here we have the Phoenix Drop High locker. The color is a little wonky. I'm not sure why it's less green than it should be, but if you click it, it opens, and if you click this, you can actually store stuff inside of it. I did this with little tiles last night, and that's kind of what we're working with here for making a working locker, because the Decocraft ones do not open. Here's the thing. This piece right here for the door is separate than this piece right here, and this piece is also separate from the bottom. In order to place it down, you actually have to get this like script piece from the little tiles and place that there. Then you gotta break this, and you've got to place the bottom piece down, and then you have to place the door, and you have to know where to place it. You have to place it so the red lines up over here, and not everyone is going to know that, and then you can use it and open it. So if you want to rearrange the school yourself or make any changes to the lockers, you're going to have to get into the chest and hope that that is there with the world download and everything, and like place it yourself throughout the school. I mean, I'll obviously already have all the lockers placed when you download it, so they'll be working, but I want to see if I can maybe go in and retexture it somehow. I have no idea how to do that, but I'm pretty good at figuring things out, except Hightail, don't even ask. So I'm thinking like I could maybe figure out how to retexture this, and then upgrade to the new version of Decocraft, and apparently, so I hear, it opens in the newest version. Because right now it just is storage, but I guess it opens in the newer versions. So I'm going to this map will definitely not be on 1.12.2 when I have it ready for download. So I was going to retexture it, and then it'll open, and you can use it as storage, and it'll look more like this. So that's kind of what I'm working with here. So please leave a comment on whether or not you think that we should do the little tiles locker, and I should leave it, and then you'll just have to, oh my gosh, what the heck? You'll just have to figure it out when you download the map, or if you think that I should try to do the Decocraft locker, or if you think that I should just place the Decocraft locker down and just accept the fact that it's not going to open and just use it as storage, and we're just happy with that. So please let me know which of those three you think that I should do, so I can have this figured out before the next episode, because I will be decorating in the next episode. And then the other thing I need to do off camera is just some little touch-ups and decorations and benches outside and things like that. So, oh, and put some more houses in over there maybe. But other than that, that will all be done off camera. And then for the next episode, I will be heading inside the building to do all of the decorations in there. And please give me at least a month for that, because it's going to take a long time. And be sure to leave a comment in the comments. That's not what I meant to say, but you get the gist. So you can let me know what we think we should do for the locker situation that I explained. And other than that, I will see you next time while we do the inside of the building.